Okay, look at that. I actually did not have any issues trying to go live today. Look at that. There we go. Didn't have any issues trying to go live. What is happening, everybody? Mic check. Can you guys hear me okay? Is everything working? Hello, hello, hello. Alex, hello. Stinky, hello. Awesome, hello. Chris, hello. Mic check, mic check. Hello, hello, hello. Leo, you're early. Yeah, I gave myself a little bit of a window of time. So apologies for being a little late, but I am happy to report that my script is done for my next video. And I think you guys are going to like it. I think you guys are going to like it. So the script is about 4.5 pages long. And I'm going to try to start working on the video this week. So script is done. Script is done. It's written. All that's good. Going to try to film it over the next few days and edit and hopefully have a next weekend release. That's my plan. That is my plan, is to have a next weekend release for you guys. So you guys will get a new video soon. AVQ says, where is your fiance? You'll meet her. You'll meet her. You'll meet her. You will meet her before too long. We tried to have a grand reveal, a couple of weeks ago. It just didn't happen. Yeah, blame my internet provider. Blame my internet provider. Max says, Sam, you're alive? What does that mean? Am I alive? Says, hello, hello. Hey, says, hope you are doing well. Chelsea says, hey, Sam, how are you? I am doing well. How are you, Chelsea? Random says, do you think ocean liners will still be a thing if World War I never happened? I don't really understand what World War I would have to do with that. I mean, ocean liners were very helpful during the war. I mean, that's before airplanes. Ocean liners are the only way to travel across the Atlantic. I mean, that was, I don't really know what World War I would have to do with any of that. Let's see here. Historian, hi, Sam. Leo. Dustin says, more than my Empress document. You're working on Empress document. Actually, I think you did say something about that. I think you did. Blake says, hey, Sam, did you hear about the SS United States bomb threat? Huh? What? Hold on. Wait. What? SS United States bomb threat? Huh? An Oklahoma man is accused of making an internet bomb threat related to the SS United States and Oklahoma. What the heck? Oh, making an internet bomb is being accused. He did an investigation. What's he wanting to do? Sink it in the harbor or something? What? That's really stupid. That is really, really stupid. Why would you? He did not have bomb-making materials and was never there. SS United States is being stripped. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Listen, people are stupid. People are stupid and they want attention. Simple as that. Ship says that is stupid. It is. I mean, but what's the point? Like, does he want to sink it in the harbor or something? Like it makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. SOS Titanic. What, you want me to play that again? Let's see here. Rockstar says, Sam, what do you think would have happened if the crew of the Costa Concordia was the crew of the Titanic? It never would have sank in the first place. That's the one thing that I know right then and there. It's one thing that I know right then and there. It never would have sank in the first place. So, guys, I've got something to show you, and I should have grabbed it before I got live. 1 second. It's right here. I have been doing some research. And this right here, I have been talking to Liam, the guy who did that incredible animation of Empress of Ireland. And he recommended this. Forgotten Empress. And he was like, this is the best book about the Empress of Ireland story. And I've got to say, it is extremely impressive. Some of the stuff that's in here, I didn't even know existed. And I also see where Liam got a lot of his stuff for that incredible animation, including like stateroom designs. So you can see some of the cabins that were on board Empress and everything. Very, very interesting stuff. And I never even knew that this book existed. What's the copyright? When did this book come out? Forgotten Empress, David Zenny. Copyright 1998. Wow. So it's an older book. Wow. 1998. I'm calling that old. Jeez Louise. Darius says, where did you get it? I think eBay. I think I got it on eBay. Yeah. I think eBay. Ship says, Sam, I have two things to say. When are you going home, and can you make up for your bad singing by singing If I Fell by the Beatles? What are you talking about, bad singing? I have fantastic singing. And as far as my exact go home date, I'm not certain yet, but I do know it's going to be sometime next month. I know it's going to be sometime next month. But what do you mean, bad singing? Huh? Let me tell you something. I have incredible singing. I have such a great voice and everything. And, I mean, how can you say that? I mean, it's just, wait, here we go. Let's do this. How about this?
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah. Hey, you were asking for that one, okay? I was about to say if it's a Rick roll. That was a jam back. What was that? You know where I liked it? There was a Disney cartoon. There was a Disney cartoon that had that. And I remember I thought it was so funny. Oh, shoot, what was it? Oh, back when Disney cartoons were good. What was it? Yeah. Proud Family had it. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, they had an episode where it was in there and everything. And that's where I got it. That's where I got it. It was Proud Family. Listen, Disney had some seriously good stuff back in the day. Even Stevens, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. These aren't cartoons, but That's So Raven. Was it Life with Derek? I think Life with Derek. And hey, it may. Oh yes. Kim Possible. Kim Possible was fantastic. Call me, beat me if you want. Do I actually remember that? I haven't thought of Kim Possible in years. Oh shoot! Now, wait, it's gone now. The theme song. I'm trying to think of the theme song. Pa 6. Thank you so much. Don't listen to the haters. Your voice is in the top 1. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna say fair play there. Okay, fair play. You actually, I'm like, oh, this guy's being nice, and then, wow. Okay. You know what? I think I am a very good singer. So, Says, well, Disney Plus is a good excuse to rewatch Kim. To be honest, we will see. There's one Disney film that's coming out that I actually am kind of debating going to go see because it looks semi-decent, the Lilo and Stitch remake. Lilo and Stitch is one of my all-time favorites, and I saw they were going to do a live action with Lilo and Stitch, so I'm considering going to go see that. But honestly, every Disney film that I've seen lately has just been, ugh. What was the last one that I saw? Was it Ray or something? It was about a girl from, like, they don't say she's from China, but she looks like she's from China. It has like some China mythology in it. And there's like some kind of dragon, like the last dragon or something. And I'm like, this is, no, it wasn't Mulan. Raya. Thanks, Sundown, but that was it. And my impression from walking away from it was, I'm like, it's too rushed. Like, I felt like it was something that should be a TV show. Oh. Actually, I did watch a Disney film lately. I forgot about it. Moana 2. And again, like, I loved the first Moana. I have some issues with why the ocean didn't just put out Te Fiti when Te Fiti was the fire monster, whatever, and put the heart back itself. But anyway, besides that, Moana 2 is just, ugh. Like it was just, why? Like, anyway, so that was my impression. That was my impression of that. So, Olivia 5, thank you, Sam. You need to get into the Minecraft server. We have ships now. Yes, I'm aware. I will check them out. You logged off when I was on earlier before I could check them out. I'm like, okay, where's the shipyard? So that's your fault, Olivia. Okay. Says Mufasa was better. Oh yeah, the new Lion King thing. What is it? Just about Simba's dad or something? I don't know. I don't know. Look, just Disney has kind of. It just seemed like Disney has been releasing bad film after bad film after bad film, and I've just kind of like. I still appreciate Disney. I like the classics, but I just don't care for modern Disney. And I don't know. I don't know. Like I think the Disney now and the Disney from when I was a kid are two completely different beasts. So that is my opinion. That is my opinion. Although me and my fiance did go to Epcot last time when a couple of weeks ago, and I had fun going back. And the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride is fantastic. Yes, and there's another example. Marvel was like my favorite thing from Disney in a long time, and then after Endgame, I completely lost interest. I'm just like, okay, like, so Guardians 3 was okay. It was very sad, but it was an all right film. But yeah, after that, I got, so I'm just, anyway, I'm just kind of done with it. Just kind of done with it. Let's see here. We got that one. RMS Titanic. Santa says important message from the great Maritime. Maritime won't be in the stream. Didn't he say it was just going to be 40 minutes late? I saw him say that in the Discord. I glanced at it right before I went live. So nice try trying to mess everything up. I think this RMS Titanic guy is trying to steal the Q&A because he is so worried that Maritime will take the crown back. So he's trying to get me to cancel the Q&A. That way Maritime has no shot at getting it back. I see what you're doing there. Very sneaky. Very, very sneaky right there. Okay. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Let's see here. Max5, thank you. Sam, did you see the war that happened in the Holy Potato and Bazinga chat on Discord? I'm legitimately scared. There was a war. What did you guys do? Hold on, I'm gonna check the Discord real quick. I actually completely forgot we had a Holy Potato channel. I thought I removed that. Did I not? I don't see it. Did I not delete it? Oh. I don't see it. Did I delete it? I thought I deleted it, but whatever. I don't see it, so I'll check it out later. Thanks for the 5, Max, but no, I did not see the Holy Potato. Dustin says you have not removed it. Okay, I'll look at it later. Gar 10, thank you so much. You need to look into the MS World Discuss. How many did you guys think I was frozen? How many of you guys thought I was frozen that whole time? I did that on purpose just to make you guys think that the stream messed up. I saw, yeah, dang it. Don't do that, Sam. Man. I thought that was my internet at first. Oh, gosh. I thought that would be funny. Okay, let's see. Did I miss? Okay, we got that one. Okay, sorry guys, I'm still reading super chats. Drake says 10. Thank you. You need to look into MS Will Discover. She hit an uncharted reef and beached herself. She still sits on the beach on Solomon Island. You can see her on Google Maps. All right, Garth, I will check that out. I will add that to the famous list. One of these days, I'm going to release this. MS World Discoverer. Okay, I got it. I will check that out, Garth. Thank you so much for the 10. I am unaware of it. Olivia, 10, thank you. Did you know Titanic towed a small log-looking device behind her? There's a mechanism inside that gave information to the bridge that told them how fast they were going. You're talking about the knots thing, right? We were talking about that in the Discord, right? Thank you so much for the 10, Olivia. I don't, did they leave it behind there all the time? I don't know how they did it, but it's how they judge the speed, right? Like knots. That's where that came from. Thank you for the 10, Olivia. Let's see. Leo says you missed my super chat. Leo, I looked back. I didn't see it. Pos was the first one that I saw. I don't see any other super chats. We're not that far along. There's Olivia, Max, Garth. Yeah, I don't see one. I don't see one from you. Let's see here. Jordan says, hey, Sam, do you think Britannic is underrated? I think every shipwreck besides Titanic is underrated. Just most people know what Titanic is, but they don't know what other shipwrecks are. Stone Dab, Historic Travels. Are you familiar with the story of the SS Farallon, wrecked in Alaska 1910 with no radio? Survivors spent a month waiting for rescue. Insane story. It was all photoed by the ship's mail clerk. No, I am not familiar with it, but I will look into it. One shipwreck that I've actually been studying a little bit here and there, and I'm actually talking to Blue Star Line about doing an animation of it, is the Princess Sophia. I don't know how many of you are familiar with that. But the Princess Sophia is a shipwreck that I've taken an interest to as of lately. Jared says, I am. Something else that I've thought about doing. Do you guys remember the story of that man who was trapped in a shipwreck off the coast of Nigeria for 3 days after a wave sank it, and he survived in an air pocket? I was considering doing a dedicated video about him and his survival story. I was researching a little bit about that today. Listen, that was, I mean, seriously, to survive in an air pocket 100 feet underwater like that. Says, I haven't heard the story. Yeah, it happened back in 2013, I think, 2014, somewhere around there. But yeah, it was an old tugboat, and a rogue wave or something hit it, capsized it, and sank it. And he was in the bathroom at the time, and he found an air pocket and managed to stay alive. It's absolutely insane. But divers, when they went in about 2 days later to recover bodies, or almost 3 days later, he saw them swimming around, and he reached out and grabbed one of the divers. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but if I would have been a diver in a pitch black shipwreck, like completely dark, and I was looking around and I was in body recovery and one of those bodies reached out and grabbed my arm, I would legitimately have a freaking heart attack. I would be like, what the, like, I mean, it would scare me to death. I mean, how would you all feel? You're in a shipwreck underwater retrieving bodies when all of a sudden one of the bodies reaches out and grabs you. That would, like, you know, like, how are they alive? Like, oh my, like that. Oh, geez, like that. I'm glad they saved the guy, but man, if I would have been that diver, I would have had an absolute heart attack. Let's see here. Trevor says, hey, Sam, have you tried the ROV pilot Titanic? It is brilliant. Isn't that the one that Mike Brady did a thing with? I think I saw that there would be a, that he did something like that, but yeah. Okay. We got, okay. Olivia says, I think this is a different Olivia. Historic Travels, did a person get crushed by Titanic's funnels? Absolutely. Absolutely, that did happen. That 100% did happen. Luke says, Sam, where is the SS United States going to sink? I think they said that they were going to sink it off of Destin, Florida. I think they said that. I think it's going to be near the, what's that aircraft carrier? The Akristini, something like that. But I think that's where it's going to be. Butterfly says, do you like Star Wars? So here is my opinion of Star Wars. Original series, masterpiece. The prequels, with the exception of the Phantom Menace. Phantom Menace is garbage. Then the Disney ones, The Force Awakens isn't terrible, but I don't think it's very good. And then the other two, I pretend that they don't exist. I think they're garbage. The Star Wars TV shows, for the most part, I haven't watched them. Mandalorian was okay. There was another one that was uploaded. Oh, shoot. I heard it was garbage. It was like a lot of the Star Wars stuff is just garbage. So I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Star Wars. Block says, hi, Sam. I used to watch you all the time, and then I forgot about this channel. Well, I haven't been active for a while, so yeah. And I came back today and was like, oh my Lord, I forgot about Historic Travels, and I subbed, so I didn't forget. Well, I'm glad you're back. And yes, I haven't been active for a while. You know, I mean, I still do my live streams here and there, but I haven't been active in a while, so just work and everything. But I will be active again here in the near future, so just stand by for that. Let's see here. MJ says, sorry, I'm late. No big deal. Luke says, Brightside Rage, ? Hey, you guys know the deal. When my channel hits 150,000 subs, you guys will have a decision to make. We'll do it in my Discord, okay? We're either I will react to one more video, it'll be either, if you guys want another bright side, I will do it, or we could do, everybody keeps talking about the infographics Titanic, the infographic show. Everybody keeps talking about them. So I could check that out. But 150,000 subscribers, that's a big deal. So I figure as a thank you, I'll do something, even if it does mean killing more of my brain cells. But let's see. Olivia, 2, thank you. You forgot my super chat. What? How am I missing super chats? Oh, Olivia, 5, thank you. We need to play tonight. Haven't caused your death recently. Haven't caused my death. Oh, in a game like Lethal Company or something. Yeah. Thank you for the 2, Olivia, and the 5. Leo, 2, thank you. Couldn't fit my message in a super chat. Please read. Here we go. Sam, I saw a post that showed pics of all 3 Olympic-class liners, and it showed a pic named Titanic with no closed promenades. I commented, got the name wrong, and someone said it was before they. Yes, that's true, Leo. So the only known video of Titanic, the enclosed promenade was a very last-minute addition. They put that on like a couple weeks before Titanic left Belfast. So, and the only video of Titanic is pre that enclosed promenade, and they did that because of spray, because people on Olympic were getting sprayed by the ocean, and so they sealed that up to prevent that. But yes, the enclosed promenade was a very, very last minute addition. Yeah. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Yeah. Says I saw the infographics on Titanic. It's not as awful as Brightside, but it's not great either. Great. So anyway, we'll let that was loud. We'll let you guys decide on that, like when the time comes. But listen, let me just ask you this: why do you guys like to watch me suffer so much? See, that is my big question. What is it about me watching these videos that you guys get so much enjoyment out of? Like, I don't really understand that, but I mean, okay. All right. This is Maritime History. Sam Posser. Hey, Maritime. Welcome to the show. Because it's funny. Because we like to see you suffer, so we don't. But historian, you're watching the videos with me. So by that logic, you are suffering too. I mean, that's just my 2 cents on all that. You're watching them with me, so Maritime, we all go down together. Yeah, fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. By the way, Maritime, Armis Titanic here in the chat was trying to tell me that you weren't going to be in the stream, so I would just give the crown to everyone else and not have you participate. So he wants to prevent you from taking your crown back this evening, and I called him out on it. So Armis Titanic. Oh no. ABQ, haha, get wrecked, Titanic. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. That's not Yamato behavior. But yeah, but I've got a couple of really good videos in the works. I think you guys are gonna like it. Not just Empress of Ireland. So Empress of Ireland, I don't know if I touched on this, but I think I did. But it has been proven to me beyond a shadow of a doubt that Empress of Ireland did sink stern last. So the Empress rolled over, and then she did sink bow first with her stern rising up. That it was confirmed to me. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it has been confirmed. So that means I have to fix the animation. My animation shows Empress of Ireland rolling over and then going down stern first with the bow going up. And when I asked Liam about it, it's mentioned in this book and it is not referenced online. So I'm just like, even online, it still says that the Empress's bow rose up. And honestly, if you think about it, it makes sense that the bow would rise up. So I legitimately thought it was just a mistake on Mike Brady's part or Ocean Liner Designs that they had it with the bow going down first. That's legit. But no, it's not. It's Wikipedia and the internet is wrong. Geez, it's just, yeah. So anyway, that's just what I thought. I'm like, okay, that was just an error or a mistake. And nope. If you look, so basically what it looks like when it comes to Empress of Ireland, it looks like the whole story that the bow sank last came from, like, it looks like it was from newspaper reports and everything from the period when they were still trying to collect the facts. Just like the whole thing where Titanic sank in one piece. You know, they just went with a couple of little details or some testimony here and there. But the overwhelming story is that she sank stern last. So the bow, she rolled over, and then the bow went down first, and the stern right. And then right before the stern went under, there was that explosion from the engine room. And apparently, that explosion was so loud that people on the coastline, like they weren't at the scene, they were actually on shore, heard it. And that boom was what alerted them that something was going on. I mean, can you imagine that? Something that loud that it, like, how far is Empress from shore? Like, yeah, how far out in the St. Lawrence is Empress of Ireland? Let me see. It's 5 miles offshore. Wow. Jeez, and they could hear it that far away? Holy crap. Well, this is AI, so I'll take that with a grain of salt, but still. Jeez Louise. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. It can't be that far, but that's what the AI said. But I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I take anything that stuff says with a grain of salt. Hey, to me, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of AI if you have to fact check everything it tells you? To be honest with you, I think AI broke the internet, and I get really, really tired of. I get really, really tired of hearing about it all the time. Like, I go to an electronics store, like, this laptop's got AI. This has AI. This has AI. I'm just like, pfft. I'm so sick of hearing that crap. Let's see here. AI slander and chocolate milk. It's not chocolate milk. It's coffee, FYI. But yeah, I just don't care. Like, I'm sure it's got its uses and everything, but I personally don't care for it. That's just me. That's just me. Let's see here. Just like how Ralph broke the internet. I think a lot of it is just people trying to find the next big thing. Everybody wants to create the next big thing. And most of the time it's garbage. So that's my 2 cents. I think AI stuff in about 5 to 10 years, we'll never hear anything about it. That's what I think. Anyway. Let's see. Squid says, "Hey Sam, are you aware of the bot issue and dead internet theory issue on YouTube? Like, are you talking like bots on people's videos and everything and spamming comments and stuff? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. Let's see. MJ, Sam, what do you think of the video idea? A ranking between the previous 10 bright side videos you reacted to and rank them from bad to very, very worst? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and watching 10 bright sides in a row to rate them from best. No, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. HMHS Titanic AI has existed for decades. Yeah, but it's so in your face now that I'm just kind of my general rule. Like, the way I look at things, for something, like, for me to enjoy something, for me to like see a legitimate place for something to have value in society, it needs to work without it being forced in your face. Like, okay, like, I'll give you an example. Like, take the iPad. Take the iPad, okay? When the iPad first came out, I'm like, this is stupid. It's a big iPhone. Like, I did not see the point of it. And of course, I heard about the new ones coming out all the time and everything like that. But it wasn't like forced in my face. That's what I'm saying. And then slowly over time, like when the iPad 2 came out, I was like, this is actually kind of cool. Like, I actually kind of like this. Like, this is neat. And I was working at Best Buy at the time. But I'm like, this is kind of cool. And eventually, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to travel. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see I'm going to try it. And you know what? iPads and tablets in general have proven their worth. You know, like I can use this device every day. I see a use for it, just like smartphones and anything else. And I think for something to really be considered innovative, like it needs to kind of work with that. And like, and if it doesn't, like, but the more people try to force something into my face, like, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. This is the next big thing. The more I ignore it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like the more it's forced upon me, the more I ignore it. The more I think it's stupid and I think it's somebody just trying to make money. That's basically that is my that's my opinion of it. That is my opinion of that stuff. The more it's forced in my face, the more I'm like, these people are desperate. These people are desperate, or they're just trying to find the next big thing. Now, I'm not going to say AI as a general whole is like that. I'm not. But I think that to me, AI is just a glorified search engine. That's what it is. That's what it is. And it has issues. But I also see downsides with it as well. I've seen a lot of like I'll give you an example of something really messed up that I saw involving AI. I was playing a mobile game on my cell phone, and I got an advertisement, like, because you know how those mobile games play ads. And it sent me an ad where you could basically tweak photos of people using AI and make people do like whatever you want in the photos. And I'm like, that is very bad. Like, that is, I totally can't see that being misused. Like, like that. Yeah, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. So Maritime, I'll give you an example. The one that I saw, like you could have two people, like a guy and a girl standing beside each other in a photo. You put it into this program and it'll make it so the two people are kissing or something. And I'm like, that is very messed up. That is very bad. And I could see people trying to do that and try to get couples in trouble. Yeah. And I'm like, that is very, like, I've also heard of people using AI to impersonate other people to try to get them to do stuff and everything. And it's bad. Like, so yeah, as I've said, I think there are positive aspects to AI, but I think a lot of it is really bad and really shady, just like with a lot of stuff in the world. But yeah, so anyway, just tread lightly and be careful. That's what I say. Like all of my thumbnails and like any arts, like sketches and stuff that I use, I don't use AI. I've never used it for anything like that. Let's see here. Kid says, when someone clearly sees me drawing the Oceanic, I'm like, oh, is that Titanic? You know what? I remember when I was in college, somebody saw me watching a Lusitania video and said, oh, is that Titanic? And I went, did you just, you see this thing sinking during the daytime, right? Like you see it like that. Shouldn't that be a clue right there? That, hey, most people see a ship sinking and they go, oh, it's Titanic. Oh, that's Titanic. You know what? I've seen people go, like when they go to the Queen Mary, they go, oh, look, it's the Titanic. I went, yes, the Titanic magically teleported from the bottom of the ocean to the top, to Long Beach. And Olivia too, the Search Out theme song is AI. Well, yeah, but as I said, I don't completely despise AI. I don't hate it, but I just think a lot of it, I think it could be misused. And I think people are making a bigger deal out of it than what it is. That's what I'm saying. But I do see practical applications with it. Just tread lightly. That's what I'm saying. Like whenever this stuff comes out, people are going to find ways to misuse it. Sometimes whenever I think about AI, let me find it. Let's see if anybody knows what this.
Issues with our...
Does anybody know what this is?
Do not be alarmed.
This is not right. Is this right?
Now, some of you might be surprised at how long this...
I hate these videos. Okay, here we go. How many of you all, with me showing you this, know exactly what this is. How many of y'all know what this is? How many of y'all know what that is? Anybody? Anybody know?
Sir,
Or
shall I?
here we go. All right. What is this? What is this?
Skynet defense system
We're in.
now activated.
Past the firewalls.
How many of y'all know what this is? Come on.
Skynet's fully operational, processing at 60
Come
terabytes.
on.
Sir, it should take less than a minute to
Come
find
on, guys.
all access to
Come on.
information
I don't see it. It's an iPad.
Skynet defense system now activated.
Come on. There it is. Come on. It's Terminator. There he is. Terminator. Rise of the Machines. Terminator. So maybe I'm being too hard on it, but yeah. So I just yeah. Anyway, the point is, the more something is shoved in my face, the more I ignore it. So, Maritime Snow White. Ugh. We don't need to go into that rabbit hole. Let's see here. Maritime says, "What are your thoughts of this use of AI? Do you think it could affect how we understand the story? What is this?" Faces. A woman's. Huh. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. That. But again, like but this looks a little bit more to me like, I mean, it's just guessing what the people would do afterwards. Like, I kind of look at that. I look at this Maritime. So here, I'll post this in the chat so you guys can see what Maritime just sent me. There we go. But like, I see that as the AI is guessing what they're doing. You know, it's trying to guess what the next action would be. You know, like, it's not, I don't know if that could necessarily tell us history. I would just say it's cool. It's cool, and it would give us an idea. But I mean, what else are they going to be doing? They're going to be talking and smiling and everything afterwards. I don't know. Sunset says the best AI I've seen is the one that Olivia made. Yeah. Historic travel, sailing through the seas on the decks of old steamships. I am going to pretend that I did not memorize that. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that did not happen. But yeah, that's just it. Maritime, like, just to clarify, I don't hate AI. I don't. I think it's cool, but my point is, the more they push it at me, the more I ignore it. That's it. He sang it, XD. Anyways, as I say, I'm started writing down stuff for the animation. I will start animating it after Titanic animation. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Working on your own animation, huh? Let's see here. Cameron, bro, I took a Lego model of Queen Mary out and someone recognized it as Queen Mary. He was one of the troops that I transported in World War II after the voyage. Very cool. Very cool. After the Curacao collision. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. Excuse me. Dustin says someone better send me an audio file of that so I can put it on a soundboard. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Oh gosh, soundboard. The bane of my existence. The one thing that everybody messes with in Discord. Let's see here. Renegade. Since it's in such bad condition, how long do you think the Lusitania wreck has before it's gone? I mean, parts of it are going to be there for a while, but Lusitania is basically already gone. I mean, it's only a few parts of it are still recognizable as a ship. It's just a big pile of metal at the bottom of the ocean. The form of it's long gone, but I mean, parts of it will be there forever. But I mean, what are the Lusitania's propellers made of? Probably bronze. If they're bronze, it'll be there for a long time. True Crazy says, that's the trauma you've been exposed to by the song, Sam. Very understandable. I'd be the same. Yeah, I guess. You know what, though? There's a lot of songs that get stuck in my head and they're not traumatizing. And not that that song is traumatizing, but I mean, there's a lot of good stuff out there. What is, I will tell you one thing that made me super excited, and the song got stuck in my head after I saw it. And I have not bought it yet, but I am planning to. How many of you all know what this is? How many of y'all know what this is?
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
How many of y'all know about this?
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Come on, man.
I have seen the gates of the
Are you serious right now? Come on, guys. Come on.
This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh.
Did you guys really not know what this is?
These are the closing days of the third year
Oh my gosh.
and the final hours of my life.
I'm so disappointed. I am legitimately so disappointed right now that none of you. I am so disappointed that. Oh, Captain Alex got it. Oblivion. Good job. Good job. Good job. Oblivion. Oblivion was one of my absolute favorite games when I was a kid and teenager. And they remade it and released it last week. And I'm like, But it's a little expensive, so I haven't bought it yet. But Oblivion was Oblivion was like one of my favorite games back in the day. Maritime, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So I got a story for you guys. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. So I began reading Jules Verne when I was in high school, and I need to go back to it. I haven't read them since. And I began reading 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Captain Nemo and all that. And I got so sucked into the story. Like, I was so into this book that I actually became oblivious to everything Maritime. No way Sam's is a Jules Verne fan. What? He's a classic. Anyway, I got so, like, absorbed into this book that I became, like, everything going on around me became silent or white noise. And anyway, I was sitting at the table with my friends, and I didn't realize it, but two of the girls that were sitting there actually were in an argument. They were in a big fight, and they were screaming at each other. And I was completely mute to it. Like, everybody, like, I was at a busy table too. Like, every seat was taken, and I'm just sitting there, like, they're screaming and fighting, and I'm just like completely blind to what is going on. Like, I'm so absorbed into the book. And then anyway, I hear somebody's like, look, my high school, people were screaming all the time and they were yelling all the time. It just became white noise. And when people annoy me, I'm very good at filtering it out. Okay. Like, it really ticks people off too. But like, if I'm talking to someone, the second I realize that I think they're full of it, I just leave. I just leave and I walk away. And I'm just like, this has nothing to do with me. And I just leave. But anyway, so they're screaming and fighting. And then finally, one of the girls screamed loud enough that it broke my trance. And I looked up, and then as soon as I looked up, I saw one of the girls go boom and just pop this other girl. Like, I went, whoa, like, what the, like, what is going on? I was completely, and then, like, it was, as soon as I look up, that's the first thing I see. And turns out they got into a fight over a guy or something. And I was like, what the heck? And then one of the girl that got hit back, and then one of the girls walked away, and I'm like, what just happened? And they were like, are you not watching all that? I'm like, no, I was reading. What's going on? And then they told me. And I'm just like, oh, gosh. Good old high school. That's all I got to say. Good old high school. Oh, gosh, that was... let's see here. Bonzi says, hey, Sam, do you think it's possible to 1/5 scale Titanic? Good luck. That very large. So good luck with that. That's all I've got to say about that. But shoot, when did I graduate high school? Class of, I think that was 2010. I graduated from high school 15 years ago, guys. 15 years ago. Good. You know something? I remember when I was like 15 or something and like thinking like 30 will never come. Like that's so way off in the future that's a time that'll never come. But now that I'm 33, I'm like, listen, older you get, guys, the faster time goes. Like 100%. Like the further you go, like the older you get. And like, I'll never forget this. Okay. Olivia too. Thank you. Sam was a nerd. I like Texta. I wouldn't go nerd, but I was friends with everybody. I knew people who were jocks. I knew nerds. I knew gothic kids. I was known in all circles. Okay, like everybody knew me. I was in drama club back when I was in high school. What was the play that I was in? Plaza Suite, I think. But yeah, I did that in high school. But yeah, anyway. Yuki was like, "What?" Yeah, I was in the drama club. I liked it. Yuki drama is like plays or stuff like that. That's what we did. Apparently, I'm good at acting, which you guys have seen me do on multiple occasions. But anyway, True Crazy, you're a natural historian, Sam. You're a great storyteller. Thank you, True Crazy. But what was I talking about? Okay, I've got a story for you guys. So I was sitting at my table in high school and I was eating breakfast, waiting for class to start. And my friend walks up to me. His name was Eric. He sat down beside me and went, "Sam, I've got a problem." I look over at him and I went, "Okay, Eric, what's your problem?" He goes, "I'm bored and I want to do something this weekend. I want to go out on a date with somebody." And I went, "Oh, okay. Is there a girl that you like or something?" He goes, "No, I just want to go out on a date." And I went, "With some random girl?" He went, "Yeah." And I went, "That's a terrible idea. Like you're just gonna pick some random girl that you know nothing about and you're just gonna ask her." He goes, "Yep, that's what I'm gonna do." And he gets up and leaves. And I went, "Okay, I can't see this going wrong." And anyway, he found some random girl, asked her out. She said, "Okay." They went to go see a movie. And afterwards, like he told me it was awkward. It was super awkward the entire date. And then afterwards, she was like, "I really hope we can go out again sometime." And he went, "Uh-huh." And just, he was being nice, but he had no intention of going out with her again. And anyway, she ended up stalking him. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but she ended up stalking him and everything. And it took him a long time to get her to leave him alone. And I went, "Dude, I told you before you did all this, before you got into all of this." Like, so I was just, Yuki says, "Well, at least he took," well, there's a difference in taking a shot and then just like you typically like someone before you take a shot. Okay, like I didn't just go up to some random girl that I didn't know and say, "Hey, you want to go out?" I didn't do that. I made sure that I liked them first. So that, yeah, but gosh, when was my? All right, I'm thinking about all the. I was a lot more shy back then. Me trying to ask out a girl back then, I got super nervous. I was super nervous. But there was this one girl that I really did like back then. And listen, I went all out to try to win this girl over. And it didn't end up working out. But do you guys want to hear some of the stories? Do you guys want to hear some of the stuff that I tried to do to win this girl? Yes. So I saw it on a TV show. And I tried to there's this flower and it's called a bellflower, okay? And like when the flower blooms, the shape of the flower looks like a bell. So that's why they call it a bellflower. And in the TV show, this guy, when he went to ask out the girl, he took a firefly and put it inside of the flower So when the firefly lit up, it made the flower look like it was glowing. And anyway, I'm like, I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. So I actually went online and ordered the seeds for that flower and tried to grow them so I could. It didn't end up working out. Like the flowers didn't end up growing, but I was like, dang it, that would have been so cool. That would have been like a really cool little thing to do. Oh gosh, dedication, man. So real. So I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. And then like I would do other things, like before, like for going out on a date or something, like I would get like a flower or try to take extra steps to do things. Now I made my fair share of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, but yeah. So anyway, that Jared's like dedication, man. So yeah. So anyway, so salute. So yeah. Anyway, but all of my nothing may have worked out back then, but you know what I can say? I am happily engaged now. So the lessons that I learned back then, I used them to my advantage now. And I've got a beautiful fiance who I love and can't wait to marry and all that stuff. So best advice, guys, if there's somebody you like, go for it. So go for it. Oh, yeah, it's the fiance revealed today. Okay, I got a question for you guys. She's not here with me in Arizona, okay? But when I was at home, we were talking about, she was there, and that's how we were going to do it. Would you guys rather do a grand reveal when we're together, or would you rather see a picture? Or I would rather have us both be together and do it like that. But we could probably do a picture, but yeah, she's not here. So grand reveal together. That I think that would be better. And we would have done it if my internet hadn't gone out. But yeah, so that's together. So yeah, that's what we'll do. But guys, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? She is more shy than I am. So let me guess, you guys are going to immediately bomb her with 1,000 questions. She's not very big on camera. Like she's not a big camera person. So, but let me guess, you guys are going to start sending all kinds of questions at her. Like I know what you guys are, us, Sam. So that's is that FaceTime. Oh my gosh. You know how this chat runs. I'm not saying you all would mock her. I'm saying that I think you guys would send her 1,000 questions. And I did tell her, because we did do some prepping for the live stream. Like, I'm going to tell you this. When you show up, people are going to start bombing you Titanic questions because they want to see how well you fit in with the ship community. She's like, don't let them do that. Like, I'll freeze. I'm like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Olivia, too, thank you. You're shy. Guys, Sam thinks he's shy. Did I ever say that I was shy, Olivia? Huh? Did I ever say I was shy? You know what? Would someone who is shy do this? Oh, come on. Called it. Called it. Oh my, no way. Heck no, bro. Yes, you're shy. He said you're talking about when I was, okay, I actually forgot that I did say that. I was shy when it came to asking girls out. Okay. I was shy when it came to that. All right. But that was it. That's all I'm referring to. Captain Out said, are you trying to get a copyright? I just remove it. If when YouTube throws the copyright thing onto the video, I can easily edit it out. So I don't really care about it. It's funny in the moment. And I can easily fix it. So it's no big deal. No big deal. What the heck is that? Hey guys, got a question for you. Would you guys like to see the last flight of the USS Constitution? Would you guys like to see the last flight of the USS Constitution? No, sure. The last flight. I like how I said flight, and you guys did not say anything. I like how I said that you guys did not say anything. What? There you go.
With an explosion, the USS Constitution roars to life and sails from atop the Weatherby Savings and Loan across the water.
You hear that?
Then it smashes into a giant skyscraper, effectively ending the maiden flight of the USS Constitution.
Here we go. What? Very realistic physics. Why does it look like a bad man? I would make a joke right now. Really? Wow. So I don't know if you guys know what that's from, but it's from a game that I have been playing a lot of lately. And I am strangely addicted to it. I don't know if you guys know what it is. Man, she atom bomb, gotta go the way of the atom bomb. I want her and Mardi Gras. Fallout 4, yeah, I've been addicted to Fallout 4 lately. Fallout. I don't know, but I love the music. Oh yeah, listen, Fallout's got some great music. It's got some incredible music. But yeah, that's what I've been playing a lot of lately. I saw some people got my when I did this. Fallout, a big star out of me. Hey, listen, that TV show was fantastic. It was fantastic. Even if you don't like Fallout, like the games, I think you would still enjoy the show. Let's see here. All right, guys, we are coming up on the 1 hour mark. Now, this would be the time that we would do the live or do the Q&A. However, I have been informed by RMS Titanic and a few others that Maritime has surrendered. Like, he doesn't want to do the Q&A tonight. He has officially acknowledged that he will not be competing and that everyone else knows Titanic better than him and maritime history. So, I mean, like, that's just, I mean, I can't get over it. I mean, it's just easy win. Who's going to compete against us? Well, here's the thing. Here's what we're going to do. We need a new maritime history. So whoever is the champion tonight will become the new maritime history, and it will be him against, I'll do it. No, LOL. Whoever wins tonight will take Maritime's place. Are you kidding me right now? For Maritime, nope. So that is how it's going to be. Do it, lol. You know something? I do have an idea, and no, we're not doing that Maritime. It's a normal Q&A. But you know something? You know what I would like? I would like to do a real, like a Q&A with Maritime against another big maritime historian, like one of Maritime's biggest competitors. Who's a big competitor? Who's somebody that's always competing with Maritime? But like have like a Q&A, a Gage. Yeah, Gage could be it. DK, like, I don't know. Our friend Mike Brady, if I could ever get Mike Brady on here. But yeah, like whoever, like the top competitors, we could have like a real, like, and then I'll be the announcer. I'll have the questions and I'll go, Okay, ready, go. And then you guys try to, like, whoever's first. Like, we could do something like that. But yeah, like that's an idea that I had. I thought that would be really, really cool. But yeah, we could do something like that sometime. They're gonna put me in the movies. Hold on, where's my pen? They're gonna make a big star out of me. They'll make a film about a man that's sad and lonely. Gage, the anti-maritime. That's funny. All right, maritime history versus everyone else. All right, here we go, guys. You guys know the drill. I ask at the end of every live stream, we do a Q&A where we have the entire chat go up against our residential maritime historian, maritime history. I ask you a question. I type the word go in the chat. When you see the word go pop up, you answer the question. If you answered early, it doesn't count. Where Maritime is alone, I give him a little bit of a handicap. As long as he answers the questions within the first few seconds, he gets a point. Everyone else, all you've got to do is answer the question beforehand. That's all you got to do. All right, here we go. Maritime, are you ready, sir? Are you out there and are you ready? Ario says, I am ready. Okay, here we go, guys. All right, let's do a warm-up question. This question will not count. It's just a warm-up question, okay? Just to make sure everybody knows the drill. What is the name of the ship that struck an iceberg and sank on April 15th, 1912? Go. Maritime, Titanic. Good job, guys. Good omen. Yeah, Maritime got that one. Jeez. Jeez. All right, here we go. First real question. Here we go. What is the name of the ship whose sinking caused a lot of people to think it was okay to not have enough lifeboats on board? Go. What is the name of the ship whose sinking made people think it was okay not to have enough lifeboats on board? Cameron, Republic, followed closely by Maritime, Republic. Good job, but Cameron got it first. So that is a tie. Maritime, damn it, Cameron. 1-1. Good job. Everybody better thank Cameron there. Titanic says, I blanked. I hate autocorrect. Did someone say Lusitania? I just ignore it. Question 2. Where does Titanic mythology incorrectly place Thomas Andrews' last moments? Go. Where does Titanic mythology incorrectly place Thomas Andrews' last moments? Maritime, smoking room. Smoking room. Dustin says first class smoking room. You know what? That's a good point. Maritime didn't specify which smoking room. He just said smoking room. There were a bunch of smoking rooms. There were a lot. Don't even think about it. Do think about it, Sam. Give him the point, Sam. He's thinking about it. Do it. Yep, normal Maritime versus Sam conflict. Do it. Good point, Sam. Sam, you did say which room. Yeah, that's true. I didn't specify. He didn't. I can find instances where smoking room was valid. Yeah, but should it have been? I don't know. Maritime deserves a little payback for trying to do us his dirty tricks to us. Gage says, Sam, have I ever told you how smart you are? Gage, that is so nice. That is so nice, Gage. I can't believe that you would say something like that. Man, you know what, guys? Isn't Gage so nice for saying something like that? You know what? You're right. You're right. Okay. We're going to, it's one. That's a, you're serious? You know what, though? I mean, when you say smoking room, it is. You know what? Here, we're going to do this. Start a poll. Here we go. Should Maritime get a point? Yes or no? Should he get a point there? Should he get a point? That is my question, okay? Should Maritime get a point? Should Maritime get the point? Give me just a second here, guys. I'm working on it. Should Maritime get the point? All right. It's up to you guys. I think think some of you know what I'm up to right now. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Should Maritime get the point? It's up to you. Should Maritime get the point? Should he get it? We already know your tricks. Called it. Huh? Should Maritime get the point? Should he get the point? Seriously, say, oh, come on. Nani? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the answer was yes. Maritime gets the point. It's high. The first one was the top one was yes, which I'm sure most of you knew. So, all right, it's tied. 2-2. We should all start learning Japanese to full Sam. No. I know Japan now. All right, question 3. Question 3. What Titanic film to this day is considered the best film to watch about the disaster? Go. Which Titanic film is the best one to watch? Maritime, you said 1958, but that's not the title. Dustin, A Night to Remember. Gage, A Night to Remember. A Night to Remember. A Night to Remember. I'm sorry, Maritime, I can't count that one. 1958 is when it came out, but that's not... I can't count that. I'm sorry, Maritime. I can't. I cannot count that. A Night to Remember is the title, not 1958. So, sorry. Everyone else pulls ahead. Everyone else pulls ahead on that one. A Night to Remember. I just like... All right. Question 4. This is a name, and I need the first and last name, okay? Who is the author of the book A Night to Remember? First and last name. Go. Who is the author? Maritime, Walter Lord. Maritime was ready for that one. Walter Lord. When Maritime was ready for that one, he got that instantly. All right, 3-3. Finally! Okay. No debating now. There's no debating there. Question 5. What is the first and last name of the captain of the Californian? Go. What is the first and last name of the captain of Californian? Titanic and Britannic, Stanley Lord, Lightning, Stanley Lord. Good job, guys. Stanley Lord. Those two names sound so much alike, but yes, good job, guys. All right, 4-4. Bada bam, 4-4. Captain Stanley Lord. Good job. No relation. Yeah, I know. So many lords. Do you guys remember that YouTube scam that happened a while back where a bunch of YouTubers like, you can become a lord by buying 5 feet of land in Ireland or something? It was stupid. That was so stupid. They're like becoming a lord, or was it Scotland? Was it Scotland or Ireland? Established title that was full of crap. Yeah. That still goes on to this day. Yeah, that was so stupid. Yeah, the title. Was it Scotland? Is that how it works? Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that was so stupid. So many big YouTubers were promoting that crap. I've never heard of this before. It was stupid. It's just like the guy that tries to sell property on the moon. I'm sorry, but isn't there an international law that says that no country can lay claim to something that's outside of Earth? Isn't that a thing? Like, that is so, like, for $100, you can buy 100 acres on the moon. Okay, who, under whose authority? Like, that is the stupidest thing in the world. And I heard that some guy actually became a millionaire off of all that bull crap. I mean, stupid. Want a plot of land on the beach in the Sea of Tranquility? All right, question 6. After I ranted about that for a few minutes. Why was Jack Phillips so tired on the night of the sinking? Ready, set, go. Why was Jack Phillips so tired on the night of the sinking? Titanic, fixing Marconi, Gage, broken radio, fixing the radio. 5, 4, wow. Maritime, that was way too late, man. That was broken radio, fixing the radio. That was way too late. I can't do that one. That was very, very late, Maritime. That was, he barely slept. California was spamming him. He was working on the radio, yeah, sorry. I specified the previous day. Yeah, you just need to say fixing radio. It's too late. I'm sorry about that one, Maritime. Everyone else pulls ahead on that one. All right. Sorry. 5. There we go. 5. Fixing radio is all you needed. Question 7. This one's tough. So that we can be vague, but not for the fixing radio. That's all you need. There's nothing vague about it. You say fixing radio, you know what it is. That's very specific. There's smoking room first class. And also, why are you complaining about that? You got your point. You know what? I'm starting to think about, I think I'm going to take away Maritime's point for complaining about it. Should I take away his point? Should I take away? Yes, I gave you a point. I gave it a tie. Remember the Japan thing? I'm actually thinking about taking away your point because, you got the point for it. I didn't I didn't even realize that. How do you think you were tied? Okay, never mind. Yes, take it away. Oh gosh. Yes. All right. I'm just. Yes. See, look what you're doing, Maritime. Look what you're doing. All right. Question 7. This one's tough. What is the name of the ship that the White Star Line used to test the low pressure turbine before putting it on the Olympic class? Go. What is the name of the ship that the White Star used to test the low pressure turbine? Laurentic. Alberta, no. Laurentic. Wow, Maritime, nope. Laurentic. Wow, look at that. I'm surprised. You guys got that quick. But it was the Laurentic. The Laurentic. And everyone else is pulling ahead. Wasn't there one also called Alberta? There were 2 ships. I forget the name of the other one. But one of them had the low pressure turbine and the other one did not. The Albertic probably didn't have it. Yeah. There was one. Yeah, one had it and one did not. And it was probably the Laurentic had it. The other one did not. That's what I think. All right. Question 8. What is the name of the 2 ships that caused the Halifax explosion? Go. What is the name of the 2 ships that caused the Halifax explosion? Let's see who's going to get this one. SS Mont Blanc and Emo from Maritime to Dan Britannic. Emo and Mont Blanc. Good job. All right. Mont Blanc and Emo. Yes. Okay. That was a tie. Titanic and Britannic Productions got it right before you did, Maritime. Right before you did. So they still pulled ahead, or they still got it. All right, Maritime. The current score is 5-7. What? Nah. Yes, Maritime. All right. Well, it's not over yet. Maritime. What happened to all that confidence? It's not over. You still have 2 questions left. See? You got it right before you did. I believe you. All right. Question 9. All right. Question 9. What is the name of the ship that hit and sank Empress of Ireland? Go. What is the name of the ship that hit and sank Empress? The Vesta. Dang it, Sam. Oh, my ribs. Oh, gosh. You heard me. I'm legitimately crying. Maritime, I don't know what to say. I'm legit crying right now. That was so funny. So you know what happened there. Maritime thought I was going to say the Arctic. And oh, gosh. Okay, so what happened there? Okay, so Vest, Storstad. Okay, so everyone else has that. All right, so the last question. All right, guys, got a question for you. All right, since Maritime is such a good sport, I would propose that we make this a 3-point question to give him a shot at tying it up. And then if he gets it, then we'll do one more tiebreaker. If not, then you guys win. All right? All right, I think we wouldn't have it without it. He lost the crown last week. Deal, gambling is fun. This story, absolutely not. Sounds fair. Maritime, I agree. All right, let's see. Do you all agree? Do you all agree? This is kind of a more difficult question. So, do you all agree? Yes or no? We'll do something. Let's go gambling. All right, there we go. There we go. I swear if it's Japanese. Do you see it right now, AVQ? It is not in Japanese. Absolutely. Way! Maritime deserves another chance. All right. Here we go, guys. Here we go. All right. Okay. Good job, guys. I'm happy. All right. The last question. Maritime says, hint. It's ship related. It's ship related. All right, here we go. Good hint. The ship didn't sink in the ocean. Okay, there we go. That's all we need to know. There we go. What? 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 I thought it would have been about planes. Normandy. It sank into my heart. Queen Mary confusion. All right. Question 10. What is the name of the company that owned the Empress of Ireland? Go. What is the name of the company that owned Empress of Ireland? Come on. Canadian Pacific, Canadian Railway, Maritime, crap. It's Canadian Pacific Railway or Canadian Pacific Steamship. I would have taken either of those. Canadian Pacific Railway or Canadian Pacific Steamship. Technically speaking, no one got it. They're just saying Canadian Pacific. They're leaving out a part. Unless, am I forgetting? I thought it was, is it just Canadian Pacific? I thought it was Canadian Pacific Railway. Canadian Pacific, yeah, that's what it's saying, Railway. Empress of Ireland. Empress of Ireland. Let me double check. British-built ocean liner, sank in Mount St. Lawrence River. Empress of Britain, watertight compartments. Canadian Pacific. The liner was commissioned by the Canadian Pacific Steamships or Canadian Pacific Railway. So yes, let's redo. We need a better question. Okay. We're gonna do one more. We'll do one more. Let me think. Okay, I got it. Here is the final question for all the marbles. All right. And I think you guys are going to love this one. All right. I think you guys are really going to like this question. It's a doozy. All right. The final question. What is the name of the steamship where, and an ad just played. An ad just played. Of course. Ad, bro. I knew it, bro. Ad. I hate ad. An ad, of course. What the heck? You monster. Okay. Really, Sam? Oh gosh, take this kneecap. I should have seen this coming. Ad blocker, master race. Again, I did laugh, but that was evil. Oh gosh. Okay. Hey, that's the only ad I let through. Okay. That's the only ad I've let through this evening. YouTube premium moment. All right, here we go. Real question. What is the name of the company that had to be formed in order for them to get the funding to build the Queen Mary? Go. What is the name of the company that was formed so they could get the funding to build the Queen Mary? Gage, Kennard White Star, Joseph Kennard White Star. Okay, I can't. Maritime, I'm sorry, man, but they beat you to the punch on that one. Kennard White Star. Can we win? Yep, game over. Sorry, Maritime. Game over. Game over, guys. Game over. Everyone else holds the crown for another week. Game, set, and match. That was a good game, though. Fantastic. Gambling always pays off. Good game, guys. Good game. All right, guys. With that, I guess we are done for the evening. Everybody, round of applause for Maritime for being a good sport. Everyone else, you all did great for winning. Another story. Y'all want a story? What kind of story can I tell? I told you guys some of my high school stuff. I need to think about these beforehand. That way I know. What could are there any good stories? I'd have to think about it. I'll have to think about it. I've told you guys so many of my stories that it's hard for me just to pull one off the top of my head. Like, there's just so many of the ones that I think I told you guys last week about my trip to London and the guy who had no game when it came to trying to smooth talk a girl that was in our group. I told you guys about that. I have to think about it. All right, everybody. Well, hey, anyway, with that, I'm going to wrap up. I'll try to have a story for you guys next week. All right. Oh, actually, I do have one. I do have one for you. Okay. I do have one for you. I do have a story for you. I just thought of one. Wait, what? I just thought of one. But, oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this project that I'm working on in Arizona, okay, I was out here before I did YouTube, and I was out here working on another project back in 2019, 2020, and right before the world shut down. And to this day, the situation occurred where to this day, I don't understand it. I've vented about it before, but to all of you out there, explain it to me why, when COVID hit, a virus that has nothing to do with your stomach was due for the entire world to buy up all the stupid toilet paper. To this day, I do not understand that. That was the stupidest thing I'd ever seen in my life. And I'm just like, whatever. That was so stupid. Like, I could not believe that I was watching that. Anyway. So while all that was going on, I think it was stockpiling. Yeah. It was stupid. It was really, I didn't understand that either. Stupid. Anyway, so before COVID and all that really took off and all that, like when we 2019, 2020, I was out there working on the, for those of you who don't know, I'm a quality control tech on a surface mine out here in Safford. It's my job to make sure that they build everything right. So I'm out there working, and it's just a bunch of guys out there working on the mine. Okay. It's just a bunch of guys. But occasionally we get girls that come out there and work with us. And there was this girl that came onto the group, and she was there for a while, but she worked in a different area. So I didn't work with her much. And so after a while, she gets assigned to work with me. And where I worked, I was usually on my own. Sometimes I had a partner, and they assigned her to work with me so we would so she could learn my area. And anyway, we gotta hold on a second. Bye. Okay, so anyway, she's out there with me, and we're talking. And she was like, "So Sam, like, I will tell you this." I went, "Yeah, like, the guys out here have no skills." And I went, "What are you talking about?" She goes, like are you talking about in construction stuff? She goes, "No, I'm not talking about their work. They have no skills when it comes to talking to girls." I went, "What do you mean? Like, you have no idea how many guys have tried to like she was saying how many guys like hit on her since she had been there at the mine." And I went, "Seriously?" And she goes, "Yep, happens all the time." And I went, "Huh? like really that much?" And she goes, "Yep." And I went, "Well, I mean, I guess if they don't see a lot of girls, I guess guys would do that out here, but is it that often?" She goes, "You'll see." So anyway, we're out there working, and I noticed like in the area that we're at, basically the job entitles like what I do is I'm out there and I'm watching the contractors working in an area, and I make sure they do it right. So she's out there with me. We're checking everything out. And then eventually she leaves, and geez, that was loud. Eventually she leaves and she goes back to the truck. And then I'm standing out there, and then one of the other contractors comes up to me and says, "Hey, Sam." And I went, "Yeah, who's that girl you were with?" I went, literally that exact second, like as soon as she left, I'm like, okay, she's right. Like, they actually, and I went, it's a girl that I work with. Why? She goes, do you know if she's single? And I went, you're going to have to talk to her about that yourself. And I walked off. I'm like, you gotta be. I'm just like, are you guys that, like, you're looking for, anyway. So yeah, that was a funny story from back then. I was just like, geez Louise, trying to pick up a girl on a copper mine. Okay, well, whatever. All right, everybody. Well, hey, with that, I'm gonna, oh, and I did tell her about that right after I got back to the truck, and she busted out laughing. She's like, I told you I wasn't like trying to, she's like, I wasn't trying to act like, like, she wasn't trying to put on like she was like this super popular girl or whatever. She was just like, this guy's like, it happens a lot. And I went, I see you're right. So, all right. Well, hey, guys, with that, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was an incredibly fun live stream. You guys take care, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hasta luego. Matane. Au revoir, mes amis.